Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I am going to be talking about a new TV show from Disney that's called The Acolyte. I am going to be sharing my thoughts on this, and I will be talking about the news and other info surrounding The Acolyte. But anyways guys, let's get into the video. The Acolyte is going to be terrible, and the reason why I say this is because Harvey Weinstein's co-producer Leslie Headland is directing the show, and she has this to say.
What I'm really interested in is Star Wars from the perspective of the bad guys. Therefore, if we set something earlier in the timeline, something before the prequels, but a little bit after, end of High Republic, I was like, then the Jedi become, because Star Wars is always about rebels versus institutional threat, right? Underdogs versus huge empire, right? So if we set it then the Jedi become the antagonists, not the bad guys, but they become the bad guys to the bad guys.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But it can feel sometimes like, well, I like this thing and I don't like that thing. And if you don't like the Acolyte, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Like, the reality is that Star Wars in and of itself is not just a vast universe full of many different characters, many different eras, but it is always about the spiritual journey of what it is to become who you are.
Huh?
Can you really be surprised that the show is going to dismally fail? Looking at the overwhelming amount of dislikes on the trailer video also explains a lot. According to various internet sources, The Acolyte is the most queer thing in Star Wars. I personally don't mind LGBTQ inclusion in Star Wars, but it's getting annoying when these executives at Disney are shoehorning it in the whole time. And it's clear that the fans are getting tired of DEI BS in their stories and IPs. I was watching the trailer of this video, and it's clear that these directors haven't really seen the OG Star Wars.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power.
What do you mean it isn't about good or bad? If you are a true fan of Star Wars, then you know that it always has been about good and bad. Now you're probably asking yourself, what about actual information regarding the Acolyte? Well, you're right, so let's talk about it. Well, the first question we want to ask is, what is the Acolyte about? Well, the Acolyte is set at the end of the Star Wars franchise's High Republic era, approximately 100 years before Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. It sees a respected Jedi Master investigating a series of crimes that bring him into conflict with a Padawan learner and reveal sinister forces. First of all, I know for a fact that the writers of the show is more focused on shoving down
the message
and catering to
modern audiences
than actually telling a good story. The next question I want to answer is, what is the budget of the Acolyte? Well, it turns out that the pre-production cost is almost $50 million. It is also stated that the Acolyte costs $5 million more than Rogue One, and the Rogue One prequel Andor had a budget of $250 million. Regarding the other information, The Acolyte will release on the 4th of June, and the first season will have a total of 8 episodes. Keep in mind that one of the greatest shows of all time, Breaking Bad, had a budget of $3 million per episode and is still a million times better. Every season except for season 5 had a budget of $42 million, whereas season 5 had costed $48 million. The first 4 seasons of Breaking Bad costs around $227 to $242 million in today's money. This amount of money is literally how much it costs to make one season of The Acolyte. Another example I want to make is the budget of The Boys. The The Boys has a budget of $11.2 million per episode, and The Boys has 8 episodes each season, which means the budget for each season is $89.6 million. Now, I want you to know that both of these shows have 8 episodes each season, and 2 seasons of The Boys with a total of 16 episodes costed less to make than 1 season of The Acolyte. The point that I'm trying to make with this comparison is that bigger budget does not always equal better product. But with a budget this big and bloated, there is definitely some money laundering going on during production. But that's not even the best part of this video. The real best part comes from the comment section of the trailer. What do you see? Disney going bankrupt. Someone is killing a Jedi. It's Disney. Comments are 100% better than the trailer itself when you order Star Wars on Temu. But anyways guys, that is all I have for you today in this video. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure to like, subscribe with post notifications on, and comment something positive or even comment your own video ideas. But anyways guys, see you in the next one.